We're streaming. Hello.
We've made mistakes. I've made mistakes.
Yeah, you only 3 out of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, your
I like
idea is
that game
great.
too.
I like your idea. I hate myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have posted in the thread, so we are about ready to start.
Okay. Thank you, Fafner.
You're welcome.
I
Okay,
didn't.
so-
I didn't want to post 20,000 times in the thread, but do go on.
all right, so tonight we are playing something else in Fate because we've got a few people missing tonight, and it's going to be run by me. It's the first time I've done something in a while. So the general setup is that everyone's asleep. Everyone's dreaming, and they're in some kind of dreamscape. And you've probably been doing this for maybe a few months. You've had some experience here. You have some kind of compulsion to go out and look for treasures, which just sort of appear here and there, and people start going after it and fighting for it for a bit. So, before we get started proper, let's introduce everybody's characters. So, first on the list is Greg Nard. So, Breadmaster, you're starting us off.
Greg Nard. Greg Nard is one of those horrible shut-in nerds who has replaced social connections with people with turn of the century warships. Yep. Which may or may not be anime girls.
It is
He
most
can't
definitely
tell
anime
you.
girls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also appreciates the fine qualities of a good battle cruiser, but also has opinions about which girl is best.
I will say Breadmaster came up with this character concept entirely on his own with zero prompting from me.
Mm-hmm.
And within like 5 minutes.
I did not enable any of this.
Was involved. Don't blame me.
I definitely did not post a humanization of the HMS Titanic. That would be awful.
All right, so we don't need to go over approaches, but what are your aspects and stunts?
My high concept is naval warship history buff. I would debate it between that or horrible naval neckbeard. My
I guess you got the slightly better deal.
yeah, my trouble is 2D girlfriend. I don't know how you're gonna compel that one, but
Yeah, it's certainly a tricky one tonight.
and I have an additional aspect. I haven't come up with all my aspects, but my third one is a connoisseur of the finer things.
He'll
And I've
take
made it
anything with
vague.
cappuccino.
Well, it's vague enough that I can apply it to basically anything I say is finer for me. It's not body pillows, God no.
I love body pillows.
Say that now.
Body pillows are 3D.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
any
only have
stunt?
one stunt. My one stunt is because I have a terrifyingly large encyclopedic knowledge of all things warship, I get +2 to cleverly create advantages when I overwhelm my opponents with facts and figures.
All right. And so with that, we move on to Lemina Asa.
That's right. Hi, my name is Mina Asa. I'm Junior Premier of the Magic Guild of Vane. I'm an incredibly powerful wizard. You don't just become the Junior Premier of the Magic Guild of Vane through nepotism or anything like that. I'm not insecure about that at all. I have real powerful magic here, and my interests are MLM and... She leans forward and winks. MLM.
I have real magic. Watch this. Kills Loka.
Can't play the game if you're dead IRL.
Checkmate.
My name is Lamina Asa. I am the Junior Premier of the Magic Guild of Vane. I am a powerful magician with a legendary bloodline. I'm an egotistical pervert, Fujoshi, and I'm also a secret, pure-hearted gal.
Another horny Jenner character.
You're surprised?
Sorry, could you repeat that last one? I couldn't catch it over Breadmaster's.
I am a secret, pure-hearted gal.
She doesn't actually know it's sexist. She's just pretending to be cool.
Yeah, she doesn't know what sex is.
Oh,
Everything Lamina knows about sex, she's learned from dirty MLM Fujishi, like Doujinshi stuff. So she doesn't really know how anything works. She's even now she's staring at the worship character's hands like, oh, they're so small. They're supposed to be like 4 times bigger than that.
She only reads mangas where it's a poly relationship where each new boyfriend has to get 5 other boyfriends. It's a combination of both MLMs. It's great.
It's great. Don't give away my ultimate goal of making an MLM, you piece of shit. I can't believe you called it already. Look, I have to show up this character. Because look, I already saw rabbits coming with it. I have to start over again.
Sorry. This
All right.
happens when you base a character entirely on a pun.
My stunts are because I am brash and overconfident. I get a +2 to flashy attacks whenever I boast and flaunt my outrageous magical power. My second stunt is because I have a sharp and cunning mind to get a +2 and cleverly creating advantages when using field effects. And my third is because I am the junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane, I get a +2 to forcibly convincing people to be swayed by my demands because of my authority that I wield as the junior premier of Magic Guild of Vane. It's a big deal. That's it. That's my character.
All right. And lastly tonight, we have Monarch.
All right, Monarch's super simple backstory. They're a butterfly dreaming that they are a philosopher. Twist on old classic trope. Their aspects are philosophy come to life. Their trouble is it doesn't understand fighting, and fighting is misspelled. Dances on the wind, and just happy to be here.
Oh, just doing their best.
Couldn't think of a 5th aspect. Maybe we'll come with one. I have 2 stunts so far. They are because I question the nature of this dream world. I get a +2 to clever attacks that attempt to force an enemy into an existential crisis.
Yep.
You just noticed I misspelled. I put crises. You have to have multiple crises. And because I'm a butterfly, I get a +2 to quick defense rolls when I have no intent to fight.
All right. So this group really good at just crises and setting up advantages and really messing with people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Could have just stopped at it. Really good.
Just extremely good, the best. All right, so the thing is, none of you are necessarily allies or even friends, really. Like, you've probably seen each other a few times. You know, it's never consistent who you find when you're dreaming, but you can't even really be sure if you're not just the only person actually here and everybody else is just fake. You probably don't know any of these people in real life.
Oh, believe me, I've thought about that.
it's probably better that we don't know each other in real life.
But regardless, it's probably a good thing because things get pretty competitive over treasure. Typically, you only find stuff like old money or even sometimes new money, but money nonetheless, which is okay, especially magpies amongst all of these dreaming people, like that sort of thing. However, the treasure you take, if it's still yours by the time everyone wakes up at the end of the night, you keep it more or less. So, starting off, a large vault door has appeared in the dreamscape tonight. It is almost certainly something of interest, so there's a bit of a crowd going on. It's tough to even get close to the door.
Is is there a bunch of like? I imagine this is like early internet avatar status, where like there's just horrible original characters all over the place looking at this vault.
Oh yeah, there are people of all shapes and sizes, species, whatever have you. So my question is, who do you think of the three of you falls asleep first? I have a guess. In fairness, because we have a party of two nerds.
No, I'm definitely staying up late.
Probably the butterfly.
He only got like 3
I don't
weeks,
really
right?
know butterflies' sleep schedules, but
Well, you know, you
they've
flutter
got
it
to
out.
be healthier.
So you are there
Probably not.
first.
Oh boy.
So, there's a crowd of people who are not necessarily fighting at the moment, but tensions are certainly high. But at the moment,
I had dibs.
nobody's actually reached the door just yet. Well, some people have, which makes it harder, but you're gonna have to get over there and figure out how to open it. Or you could just set this one out, I guess. You're a butterfly. I can't tell you what to do.
What are material goods to a butterfly? If you're a butterfly.
And what is a butterfly to a mob, and what is a mob to king?
What can a
You are a
butterfly?
monarch, that's true.
What can a butterfly affect?
That was
Yeah,
torturous.
I'm gonna flap my wing and then wait 30 minutes and let a hurricane take care of everyone.
A dream hurricane.
I actually want to do that. I want to make an advantage called Butterfly Effect, where I just flap my wings a lot
Yes.
and set up a bunch of long-term things. I love you, honey. I know you hate the butterfly effect.
I mean, conceptually, but this kicks ass.
Okay, I guess this is clever.
A one. Since it's a advantage, I'll give you that. So you have started flapping your wings, and who knows what chaos will ensue from that.
So Lumina looks over at the ship guy and just kind of takes in what he's doing, still marveling at the smallness of his hands. In fact, all the men have incredibly normal length arms and legs and incredibly
Well, I
normal
don't.
sized hands. It's very confusing
To
for
be
Lumina.
Greg does not appear as himself in the dreamscape.
Ah. Lumina appears exactly as herself in the dreamscape, because why would Lumina Asa, junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane, want to be anything but Lumina Asa, junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane? So, alright, with the butterfly flapping its wings and these chuckleheads still not getting out of the way, Lumina's gonna hand I forgot your character's name already. Hand ship guy a
Greg.
horn. Greg, gonna hand you a horn and like motion for you to just toot that real quick for her.
Do not
Why?
toot.
Just toot the horn.
What is this going to do?
Just blow on the horn, buddy.
Is it going to call Gondor?
Just put your lips together and blow, buddy.
I don't like the way you're talking to me.
Monarch
This
is
is
on the other side of you.
this kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Monarch is on the other side of you. Blow
Ah!
the horn, Greg.
I thought I was the bad influence. I guess I'll blow the horn. What does the
Great.
horn do?
It just makes a purr purr purr, except you don't know how to blow a horn, so it's like a purr, right? Unless you do know how to blow a horn. I don't want to tell you what your character is and isn't capable of. But all the
No, I don't think he's a musical gifted person.
Hold
So-
on. Turn of the century warship enthusiast can't play a bugle.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Lumina just wants some fanfare. I want you to create an advantage by making fanfare for my character because she's bossing you around to make you do it.
Hell of a
Okay.
power play.
Would that be clever or careful?
Clever,
This seems like
forceful.
forceful.
Well, it's forceful.
Meaning
Yeah, it's
for it.
forceful on my part.
I mean,
I'll-
depends. Do you want to aggrandize yourself and do sneaky?
Oh.
Maybe try to make an advantage for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be careful because I'm just like I don't want to upset her because she seems weird all of a sudden.
She's very mean. Very nice.
That was a flat roll.
Okay.
All right.
So I've
there's
got these.
advantage.
I've got these butterfly wings flapping. I've got Greg has tooted me fanfare. So Lamina, with the fanfare billowing, rolls up her sleeves and stomps up towards the gate. And says, "Step aside for the junior premiere of the Magic Guild of Vane, peasants!" Very forcefully. And I got a +2 and forcefully trying to convince people to do what I want when I wield my authority. So that's a 4. plus,
All right, so,
plus the bonus if I need it from Greg's fanfare.
all right, so this is an overcome or an attack? Because
Uh,
the crowd is more of a set piece kind of thing.
I guess it's an overcome. Either way, the stat is worded so vaguely that I guess it works in this regard too. That this stunt is worded so vaguely that it works this place in here too. It might be a bit OP if you want. I can refine that to be more specific.
All right. I think typically, I think because it's a convincing people thing, it should probably be more of an overcome in general.
Yeah, I'll reword it to when I try to overcome forcefully when to forcefully overcome an obstacle. I'll write that down.
Yeah, because typically, if you're gonna convince people to do something that's, the people who don't matter as much,
Yeah.
the people that as much of a stake in this.
There we
whole
go.
thing.
All right, it's in there. So yeah, it'll be 4 overcoming an obstacle. But this isn't overcome, so yeah, that'll still be a 4. And if I need to use the fanfare and the butterfly wings, I will. But if I don't, then I won't.
All right, so I'm gonna say, this crowd's pretty antsy, so I'm gonna say this is a 4 difficulty. So I would say succeed at a minor cost. So
Okay.
I think you convince a lot of people to sort of back off and let you handle it, except now you have to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a
I
huge
imagine
full door.
Mm-hmm.
Or she can use one of the advantages to just succeed, right?
Yeah.
I could use the advantage to just succeed, but I also look. This is Lamina. If Fefner's giving, do you want to invoke a thing for a fate point? Because I'll fail so that I can show off and fail even harder. Because this is Lamina.
I don't necessarily want you to fail this one, so I'm not going to invoke something. However,
You can invoke the thing that you don't spend any advantages.
Yeah. I can invoke it on myself.
No, I'm telling Fefner. I'm being a shitty player in that.
Okay.
You can invoke pretty much whatever you want within the reason of the rules. So
I
an
can,
invocation
but-
can be don't spend any advantages, take a fate point instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna tie because I kind of like the effect because now Lamina has to solve this, otherwise the crowd's gonna be on somebody else's side.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you want?
They're
Do you
gonna
want?
start heckling you and comparing you to Harry Potter wizards. called
How
Vanish Me Boopum are gonna come.
How dare they? Does anybody else want to go before I just go from turn to turn and I don't want to take control of the session.
Sounds like it's it's important that you go next.
yeah, imperative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. So
The
which?
crowd's antsy.
I'm gonna take a quick scan of the door. Which way does this door open? Inwards or outwards?
It's kind of just the platonic ideal of like a safe that you see in cartoons where it's just got a big handle, but that's just sort of it. You really cannot tell at a glance how this thing works.
Okay. All right. So it's time for me to use my powerful magic power that I have that is powerful. Looking through my spell list here to see what I got here. All right, yep. I'm gonna swing my magic wand, and I'm gonna point it at that thing, and I'm gonna cast pressure cooker on it, which will burst open all of its defenses. It's looking at us from the game and just pop this thing right open. Bow! I get a +2 when flashily attacking something when I boast my and flaunt my outrageous magical power. So I strike a pose and say, "Get less, losers! The power of the awesome bloodline that flows within my veins, Melamina, the legendary junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane." Pow!
Nice roll. That's a 4.
It's a
Alright,
it's a
so-
6.
So, oh yeah, that's a 6 because that's a thing. So I'm going to just flat roll because it's a door. It's just a big old metal vault door. So
You
flat
didn't give
roll.
the door aspects.
No, I
Or
didn't.
virtues.
All right, so yeah, that's 6 versus 0. You just knock this door right open, and it falls. But oddly enough, it domino affects other doors, doors that look completely different.
Whoops.
These are steel doors. They're just sort of like, those sort of trapdoor looking things where it's just two panels connected, that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, it's just a bunch of those, and while they domino effect, eventually they stop, and there just seems to be more layers of doors everywhere. So I'm going to say that you didn't get any sort of disadvantage because you did technically do pretty well. The crowd is impressed with what you did, Lamina.
Great. I'm happy to please clap.
Monarch is just politely clapping.
Mhm.
Clapping.
I imagine that Monarch has some trouble sometimes. Like, oh right, two limbs, two hands, not 4 or 6.
All right, so I'm going to say that since you were the one to open that door, you get boost love of the audience.
Nice.
They're on your side.
That is what I wanted.
But there just seem to be more doors, but these seem to be a little bit different. So, how are you supposed to deal with these? You don't see any handles on these doors.
No. I'm gonna pass my turn because I've done 2 actions now.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So Lamina's gonna start researching. She's gonna pull out her encyclopedia and pull out her magic books and start going through them. And of course, stuck between her research books, her school books for magic, are doujinshi novels that she gets caught up in instead. So she floats in the air with her legs, crossed,
Oh,
reading.
Dorito face senpai.
Yeah. oh, refrigerator senpai, you are such a naughty boy. Yes.
Monarch is going to check the rooms for puzzles.
There's not necessarily rooms yet. It's basically just like a hallway that had doors blocking it, and now there's just sort of this mess of doors knocked over. You have to step over.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
something
know.
has purposely
How-
blocked these.
How thick is these double doors?
You can look at the ones that have already been knocked over. They're probably like an inch thick.
Oh, an inch. I'm going to blow them open with naval cannons because an inch of armor is not enough to stop anything smaller or larger than like 6 inches in diameter.
Hold on. Are you just going to stand directly in front of the door, put the barrel of your gun up against the door,
Yes,
and fire?
yes.
This rules.
Okay, cool. I'm going to be out here.
All right, so a 2. Let's see. I don't believe I gave these aspects, so I'm going to say, So, without any other additional help, I'm going to say that this succeeds, but at a fairly obvious cost of probably tinnitus.
Oh no. Womp 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 womp.
So you can either tag some sort of aspects or advantages, whatever have you. If you want to.
I'm gonna spend a fate point on my concept or my high concept of naval warship history buff because I know that an inch in armor is not enough to stop anything larger than 6 inches in diameter.
Lamina doesn't even know
Alright.
what 6 inches of a thing looks like.
All right, so
Oh.
yes, in that case, you succeed and you just blow open the doors and you walk through the hallway and find yourself in this strange
Ah,
place.
heck.
Asher,
Oh man, is that a hot boy? Oh man.
And there's a
his
rather
fashion sense leaves something to be desired.
something of a slightly nervous looking nerd looking guy.
Let's find a locker. Shove him in. That's where he belongs.
All right, a quick question. Are you able to move your pogs around
I don't even see where my pog is yet.
at the bottom?
Alright.
Looks like you can.
Yes, it appears I can. Yes, I can. Yep. I'm gonna put myself right here. There we go. That's where I belong.
Okay. Okay, good. So we don't have that problem. Which
Ow.
I don't know why Dragon Ball Gaiden does what it does then.
Eh.
Anyway, though. You assume that wherever this is must be the vault room. So, what are you gonna do? You gonna look around, or are you gonna talk to this nerd?
Well, we know what I'm doing on my turn, but it's not my turn yet. I think it's Butterfly turn now.
I mean, it could be anyone's turn. We're still in sort of the free form part of it.
I guess Monarch is going to flutter up to this fellow.
Is he a
Mhm.
moth?
What?
Is he a moth or a butterfly or a man?
Tis a
The
man.
nerd? The nerd's a nerd.
Ah!
Oh,
Correct answer.
Monarch's going
Pardon
to
me,
say
who are you?
hello.
Who are
My
you
name is
exactly?
Monarch. Well, who are any of us really? But my name is Monarch.
Okay, then, and I am just going to be, and he turns around and he sees two other people right by the exits.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
I gave you my name. Stop that. I gave you my name.
Mm-hmm.
So you give me yours, right?
Fine. You can call me Stefan Dorian.
Stevie.
Please no.
I'll call you Stefan Dorkian.
Torino.
Oh, like I haven't heard that one before.
Damn.
This
Oh,
is
you
a
have it?
dreamscape. You
Good.
can look. You could look at like anything you want in the dreamscape, right? So why do you choose to look like a horrible nerd?
I don't need to prove anything. I just need to look like me. So
Wow, what a top.
So no imagination whatsoever, huh?
I have plenty of imagination.
Prove it.
Yeah, imagine something right now.
Lamina is polishing a pair of sunglasses. She's, yeah, I would like to see what you can do.
Why are we being so mean?
Does anybody want to make a clever roll against him?
I mean, I will absolutely do that. Yeah, I'll do a clever roll against him.
What kind of roll would it be?
Is this an overcome or what is this? It's just what is this?
It's technically an attack.
Okay, it's a
Just-
clever attack. I don't get any. I don't get any boost to it. Then it's just a clever attack. Gonna pop. Just a 3.
Okay, so that's D4. Oh, geez.
No.
So that's -1. I don't think. Yeah, no. Even with a clever of +3, that doesn't make it.
Oof. She puts on her sunglasses, and what does he try to do? Because I'm going to tell you what she does when he tries to do something.
Well, basically, you ask him to prove that he has some sort of imagination, and he's just immediately like, I don't need to prove anything. After all, I've already solved the mysteries of this I didn't say anything.
Okay. She tips her sunglasses down. Like she pushes.
Talk to us right now.
Yeah, she
or
pushes.
We'll imagine a locker and shove you in it.
Yep, she pushes her sunglasses down slightly down her nose and looks at him slightly from above her sunglasses and raises her eyebrows and then kind of nods, like tilts her head towards the battleship character, towards Greg, with the like a yeah, you should listen to that guy. She like blows out the top of her staff, like we're gonna her wand.
Yeah, I will be seeing you. And so I'm going to start combat since he apparently has the best quick out of everybody here.
With a 2.
So I'm going to say uh, this is sort of a defense attack thing. Like he's basically just going to try to push aside Monarch and just run into one of the doors. What are you going to do about it, Monarch?
Hmm. I am going to try and quickly move to the door where he's going to and say, "Why are you running? We just want to talk." Well, I just want to talk. I don't know about them, but I just want to talk.
All right, so that's a 3 overall because his quick is 2. Oh dear.
Well, even if I invoke my stunt, it doesn't matter.
And you could invoke your flapping wings. I don't think anybody has done that yet.
Yeah, I can do the butterfly effect. He manages to get past me, but my flap of wings earlier created a wind that then blows the door shut back in his face.
Oh well, he'd still have a 1 over you in that regard because
But
that's
also my stunt to +2 to quick defense rolls when I have no intent to fight.
all right. So, this would be more his sort of domain, so I don't want to lose in that regard. I'm actually going to add. Did I add a specific aspect for this? Uh, I'm going to tag his high concept quick to open up. And that he opens up that door. Quick, the wind blows it closed, and he opens it right up without even needing to touch it.
Oh, I hate metaphysical worlds like this. Monarch says in character. Okay, so that's 1 over me, so I'll take my first stress box.
Yep. And just to note, since he did get attacked earlier, that was his first stress box, right? Because you were 1 over, Jenner.
Yeah, I think so. I was 1 over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me just mark. I should actually put his box on here. But while we're at it, I should mention that the location does have aspects that you can tag. It has confusing geometry, shortcuts everywhere, and infinite loop. You could just jump right down and start up, and you'll be back at the top.
Great. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna use the shortcut everywhere to just drop down in front of this guy and gank him here as soon as Greg takes his turn.
Oh, Greg is going to.
Wait, hold on a sec. Actually, yeah, Greg, you go.
All right. Greg is going to Tony Hawk rail grind down the stairs, seemingly in the opposite direction that this nerd is going, but actually is going to end up right in front of where he's going to pop out and cut him off. It's going to be sick, nasty, and flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
All right, so that's a 4. All right, so I'm going to say he is going to. Why did I put my notes everywhere? Didn't really give him much in defense, at least in this specific situation, since you're not attacking him. I'm going to say he's just going to also loop over. Like, you do like rail grind, he's just going to be like, not dealing with that, and he's going to try to double back into one of the other doors and just come back out from a completely different area.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I'm going to say that's. I'll say that's careful because clever is +3. So
Hmm.
fudge 4. Dang,
Oh
that's a
no!
5 still. And that.
Uh, I'm gonna spend a fate point on the room having what was it, confusing geometry or
Yes, confusing geometry. Oh, I
yeah,
almost
I'll
forgot
spend
to
a fate
actually.
point on that to
Let me
boost
just
it.
throw this into the player notes. Sorry, I didn't do that immediately. And where the heck did I
Oh,
put
nice.
player
Okay,
notes?
got it.
Okay,
Okay.
player notes. No, not GM. Sorry, D20 is being weird.
Hmm.
There. Now it's at the top of the player handouts.
Yep. Cool.
All right, so yes. So that means you got 1 over him. So that,
Mm-hmm.
since he's already got his first stress box tick, that'll do the second. All right. Next off, so technically he began the round, so you can still pass to Monarch or Lamina.
I'll pass to Lamina.
Okay.
Okay.
So, just discerning what's going on in this Escher-esque room is an obstacle, correct?
Not necessarily. Like, it can be used for or against you since it's a location aspect.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to decide if I could use my overcome an obstacle stunt to solve this because, like, Lamina's thought is that she has manifested like a alcoholic sippy drink and she's sipping out of a little umbrella covered straw. She watches Greg and Monarch chase this dude all around this place and like in a Scooby Doo chase sequence where they're going in and out of doors every which way and up and down the stairs. Right? She's just sitting there. She closes her door and she with like a puts it in her bag, which just seems to be a never-ending bag of holding, like side purse, and just throws her cup up in the air where it stays levitating and stands up and says, "Look, the solution to her is just to figure out what's going on with this place. This guy knows the answer. That's why they're chasing him, but she can just figure it out herself." So she's just gonna walk over to one of these statues and she's gonna cast Power Drive on them to bring it to life and just ask it what's going on.
All right, this one will be difficult, but if you overcome this, I'll give you an advantage for it.
Right, so I'm going to do so. This is overcoming an obstacle, so I'm going to cast Power Drive on them with a flick of my wand and say, "Excuse me, statue, I am Lamina Asa, the junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane,
Yep.
and you will heed my command as the authority I wield and let me know what the heck is going on with all the shenanigans here." This is
Beats me, boss.
this is a forceful roll with a +2, so that's a 4.
Well, I will say this. Let's see, what would be a minor cost for tying? Because, like, you definitely know. Let's see. All right, I'm going to say that. Boy, how do I? I'm really having a tough time doing a minor inconvenience or a minor cost for this. I think overall, the statues, rather than being necessarily helpful, is just going to scream at the horror of being alive and explode. However, thanks
What
to
am
your
I?
magic, you know, it actually forms a very specific pattern on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and by studying it, you can sort of learn the sort of magic of this place and what makes it tick. So I'm going to say, I don't want to say like skip your next turn studying it because that would kind of suck, but also I'm going to say this is a.
I would say like a -1 to all my rolls because I'm not focusing completely on everything. Instead, I'm focusing on this.
All right, yeah, I'll give you temporary disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll just
at the
when I
cost of
roll,
this
I'll
being.
type in a -1. Yeah, that's okay with
All
you.
right, so yeah,
Yeah.
yep, I think that works. All right, which means the only person left in the turn order is Monarch.
It's your turn, Monarch.
Okay. I've lost track of where the enemy was running to. I got distracted by the statue. Well, wherever he is, I'm going to assume I can find him. I'm going to say, hey, buddy, friend, I don't know why you're so concerned with getting away from us. I mean, none of this is real. I
47
understand
attached
your voice.
images.
I'm a butterfly, but I look like a human right here because this is not real, and you are also not real in this form. You might be real in a different form, and I use the word might for a reason. Because you could be in my dream, you could be in Greg's dream.
He's not in my
A
dreams.
figment of my imagination.
What I'm saying is running away is pointless.
It's no use.
Give up.
Okay, I need to double check what my stunt says. I think it's clever. Yeah. All right, I'm going to hope I can invoke my stunt for clever attacks.
All right, so that's a 2 overall.
God
All right,
damn it!
so I'm just gonna say this is also clever because he's just taking all this in, whether the mind games work or not. That's all up to good old dice. Yes, that's a 5, I think, because I get
Oof.
+3 clever. Yes, okay, so. Oh, wait, if that's yeah, 5 versus 2, so he gets a boost.
Can you please
He's
start
actu-
putting the stats into your roll? Because I keep getting false hope.
I would need to make a new character sheet for that, I think.
You could
You
just do
put
roll.
plus number.
Yeah, plus number.
All right, I forget how to roll fudge die with this.
Slash slash R 4DF plus whatever modifier.
/R4DF plus /R
Yes, how are you doing it if you're not
D.
doing it manually?
I'm going to the side and clicking on the 4 under fudge.
Mm.
Huh.
Let me just. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah.
So that's the roll.
No, rude.
But anyway, yeah, that means he gets a boost. He's more confident than ever. Like, he listens to what you say about all this not being real. He's like, I'm down with that, actually. I mean, I already kind of figured it was weird that I keep having dreams about this sort of thing, getting treasure, but, honestly, it's pretty rad. If you think about it, the fact that all this is pointless gives it all meaning.
Oh wow, I never thought of it quite like that.
Galaxy brain moment right there.
It has the meaning you allow it to have, Lamina shouts from her scrutiny of the writing on the floor while while vaping a bubble pipe.
I
You're a
don't
child.
want to do what you guys do to me, where you just keep passing off to each other in a loop. So like I never get a turn again quickly enough. So I'm going to pass off back to this dork. I've already forgotten his name. Something Dorian. Stefan Dorian.
All right, so let me just write down this boost. Newfound confidence.
Nice.
All right, so he notices your wings, so he kind of frowns for a moment, and he's just going to keep moving on. And then he encounters Greg. Greg, who significantly does not have wings, so
Oh no.
I'm actually going to invoke one of his traps. So you notice suddenly you're standing on a trap door.
Oh no.
slash R. So he's basically going to make an attempt to escape by dropping you both down, but because he knows he doesn't know the layout, but he's got enough of an idea where he could just sort of like get himself to a platform that you're not going to notice. So for DF, let's see. This is we'll say this is quick because he is in a hurry. So +2, and then another 2 for that. Not the best roll in the first place. So gotta
Well,
beat 4.
unfortunately for him, I'm a master strategic commander, and I knew this was coming because I saw that trapdoor before he even thought of it. Nope, maybe not. Woo!
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna change that.
Yep, you go down.
all right.
That would be my third stress box.
So you both go down, and it's not exactly glamorous. He sort of catches a platform. You suspect it still might have been by accident, but you fall to a lower level, which ends up being a higher level.
Hmm.
Ow.
All right, and with that, you know, Greg, I think you need to recover from that. So,
Oh boy,
what are you
what
gonna
do I
do?
do? Yo, I'm upset that this is not working out the way I envisioned it. I well, I didn't come in here with a plan, so I didn't have a plan go awry. I can't say that happened. But I will say that I don't like being outmaneuvered like this. And I'm going to I think I'm going to what was that?
Hmm?
It's
What was
me
that?
biting my fingernails. Sorry.
I'm going to essentially try to cut off any route of escape by overcoming and removing the shortcuts aspect.
All right.
I'm going to make it harder for him to get away just by kind of blowing up the place a little bit.
Well,
Well,
that's -1.
yep.
All right. That being said, though, hmm, do I want to be nice and at least give you an attempt by rolling a flat roll for the room? You know what? Yeah, let's see how the room stands up to this. I mean, not great, but somehow better. You actually blow up everything so that like it falls down and realigns with like almost the exact same thing in a different spot.
Nice.
One railing falls down and becomes a different railing. All right.
Hello?
Yep. All
Oh,
right.
God. Is everything
That was
echoing?
your attack round. So, who are
Okay.
you gonna pass it off to?
Oh, I'm going to pass it off to Butterfly.
Okay, Monarch. What you gonna do? The room is slightly scrambled. However, that's not really made much of an effect, and Dorian's still trying to make his escape.
Hey, Stefan. I need you to explain what you said earlier about if none of this has meaning, that means it only has the meaning that we give it. Because I've been thinking about that, and like
Hmm.
that's really cool, but it also just sort of sounds like something that somebody would say to feel better about a situation they can't control. So I was wondering if if you really thought about this, if it was just something you were saying. I'm not sure what kind of attack roll this is. Let me.
Is it? Hmm. Well,
Can I
it,
possibly justify careful?
I don't know if you're trying to be careful unless like
This sounds
Are
pretty
you trying to
clever to me. Sorry,
Yeah,
Bev.
my initial thought would either be clever or forceful, depending on, or maybe even quick. Like, I could argue for a lot of things except maybe flashy or careful, unless you are trying to hit specific beats with this distraction. If,
Oh,
like,
who
if you're
said
trying
this
to
was
get
a
him to trip and
distraction?
fall
I'm
down the
trying to figure
stairs.
out. I'm trying to figure out this guy's philosophy. This is 100% genuine.
All
I
right.
forgot we were fighting.
So,
That's why I was trying to think of careful because they're trying to shore up everything about this philosophy before they try and incorporate it into their own.
careful about life.
But if that seems too dumb, I can do another clever roll.
I would say I'll accept careful, I think.
Okay, I'm getting a 4 minuses, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so that's a 3. I'm going to say he's just trying to he's probably just trying to get out of here, so I'm going to say this is going to be quick. 40F plus 2. Oh, well, you beat him by 1. Unless you have a stunt with that.
No stunt.
Okay. So you beat him by 1, which means I actually either I toggle third stress or this is more interesting as a consequence. So I'm going to say his -2 consequence is going to be slightly distracted by philosophy. He is like he honestly didn't even really hear what you just said, and he kind of forgot what he said before. But now he's running it through his own head, and he's just really frazzled right now. So let's see. Fee -2. Okay, so yeah, he's still he's still trying to get away, but he's just like, wait, what did I say? And he sort of starts descending the stairs a little slower at this point as he's really trying to figure out what he's thinking about.
The full ramifications of that thing you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's only one person left in the turn order.
Dun dun
Indeed,
dun.
let's go.
All right. So what? So two things. So first, what have I learned from these runes about what's really going on here?
Well, essentially, I feel like it's something similar to like a programming trick where the actual like solution to this area is pretty straightforward. It's just like a basic however this dreamscape was made, it was basically made as a straight hallway and just sort of mixed up. And while most people would not be able to figure how anything connects anymore, because of your magic, you can now see it, a little more as a straight line.
Right. Okay. Well, so Lumina is going to thank the statue and depower him. Thank you very much for your assistance, or them, whatever.
I'll remind you, it did explode into ash, but you know
Oh,
what? He wasn't
whoops.
screaming the entire time.
Yeah, well, stop it. It's not screaming anymore. She didn't even notice that it exploded. She was just like, you know, just very, very callous kind of person, Lumina. And then she's
Patterns. I got to figure this out.
right. She's going to turn to these lizards and she's going to align herself so that she's facing the straight direction that will take them into the next room. And she's going to wave her wand around and be like, all right, fuckers, enough is enough. Listen, Monarch, if you're going to get swindled into some kind of cult, you're going to get swindled into my kind of cult. Fucker, get out of here. And she slaps her wand right onto the ground and she's going to cast Ice Wall. And what she's going to do is she's going to freeze every door. She's going to slick every stair surface so you have no choice but to just slide down the straight line through the door into the next room.
All right.
It's a flashy attack.
All right.
That's going to be a 5.
All right. So, the room starts to chill, and Dorian starts to notice the place freezing over. So he panics a little bit, and he goes to the ground and sort of moves his finger in a rectangular shape, and he's going to try to create a door to get to a different position and hopefully escape this ice. You're going to be freezing a lot, but hopefully he can get ahead of everything. So slash R 4DF. Let's see. Let's see. This is. I'm gonna say this is. Let me just look at my stunts.
I'm scared you're gonna roll well, and I'm gonna look like a chump. Spooked.
All right. I'm going to say he's at least going to try to look fancy for this, so that's going to be his flashy. So 40F plus. Oh, it matches.
Well, mine's a 5 because of my
That's
stunt.
right. Yeah, you got a stunt. Do I want to invoke anything?
If I have invokes, I'll invoke back. So.
All right, yeah, I'm going to use up newfound confidence boost. So, he was distracted by philosophy, but he's getting back into the swing of things. He remembers the joy he felt when he thought of that really clever thing he already forgot about.
Do I still have the love of the audience?
Yes, you still have that, but that
So,
is a boost.
Yeah, it's a boost. I mean, I could still use it to boost my my thing, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So
It'll
just put me up. I mean, the audience is still there on the outside of this, watching from the inside, like we're a diorama, still cheering me on. as I slick over the surfaces. So I believe that still puts me in ahead, and I'll go ahead and blow my learn the layout. Like, he's not going to be able to do anything that I don't already know. Yeah.
All right, so I don't want to be hit by this, so I'm actually going to say one of his other traps is going to be used up. Not in head mode, but that still puts you at 2 over, which isn't great for me. Do I have any other things I can invoke? I just gave him 3 fate points by default since I don't know what the GM's pool normally is. So
That's actually a little high.
Okay, so I used 1 fate points for him already, so all right, I'll just keep it at that 1 for now and say he used it up. I guess I'm just gonna have to take that. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna say that's a consequence. Then that's actually a -4, because not only does he slip and slide, but while he slides, one of his arms is thrown up, and you can spot a very fancy necklace in his hands.
I love wealth. Lamina does love wealth. Is a thing.
So, yes.
A Lamina trait.
Revealed treasure is his -4.
He already had a consequence too, right?
Yep,
From before.
He's got a -2.
All right, can I click that as well to do a bit more damage to him?
Yeah, that'll actually put him. Okay, so you're at, because I used the thing. You were 2 ahead, right?
Yeah, I believe I was 2 ahead.
All right, so
sorry for complicating this.
That's all right. Use up resources, so you're 4 over. He'll still survive.
Dang.
But yeah, you can pretty much take him out if you want to. Whoever attacks next.
All right, cool. So
yeah.
I guess at this point he's just sliding, like he's not really able to not slide towards the door, and that's where we're at now.
Yeah, his treasures are revealed. It looks actually pretty easy to take at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, since I want that treasure and I get to decide who goes next, I'm gonna. Oh, that's me. Jenner would be nice and give this guy one last turn to fuck us up. But me, Lamina, as a shrewd technician, is going to hand it over to Monarch, who doesn't want the treasure, so she can take it later. So go ahead, Monarch.
Steven, how are we going to have a discussion on philosophy if you keep running away?
Debate me in the marketplace of ideas, Steven.
Bad timing, bad timing, bad timing.
Well, hold on, that's just going to distract you. Here, let me take that. They can just grab the necklace.
Ah, rude.
All right, roll that attack.
Yep. They don't keep it. They just sort of like toss it to the side. So
Mhm.
imagine Lamina jumps and grabs it.
Of course.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's
Welcome
one.
to Flat Roll City, population me.
All right, so you're going to reach for the treasure. He's just going to open. So let's see. And Flashly. Oh, geez, this is going to be one heck of a
Oh,
defense.
Fefner. Fefner. He's one less worse off than he was before because I was supposed to take a -1 to my previous roll. I'm sorry, because of the studying the runes.
All right.
Just
I think
yeah,
he's more or less in the same position though,
yeah,
Mhm.
just from the way I had to burn up his stress and consequence. So yeah.
yeah.
He's going to open up. This is going to be one heck of a defense roll. /R4DF. That's 5. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm just back again.
I can't believe I let Breadmaster talk me out of having 3 fate points.
And he has a -4 consequence right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Taking that is very appropriate because I already incorporated it. Monarch grabs that necklace and just tosses it aside, not even caring where it goes.
Okay,
Good.
so let's see what I can do. So at the moment he's at -4. Let's see if I can at least get him to survive this. At most, I think you'll get a boost out of this if I can. All right, well, I do have another trap set up, so he springs open. You don't seem too phased by it because you're a butterfly. Who knows if humans can do this normally? You haven't seen him, but so you keep reaching for the treasure. The treasure is also booby trapped, so that springs open. So you might miss. I mean, is 2 fate points reasonable, Breadmaster?
And this would be
Fine.
two fate points is like mini boss. So if you mean for him to be a mini boss, then yeah, 2 fate points is good.
I guess the question is, how many more threats are there?
I mean, this is a fairly short session, but also this guy is a huge nerd.
Mhm.
Pretty much got in here because he set up a whole lot of doors behind a door that was already there and giving people trouble.
Mhm.
He does have this planned out. That's his main advantage. So I'm going to invoke his aspect then. Quick to open up. He's very quick. So let's see. So I'm going to say he burned up all those fate points and that. All right. What?
So does that balance things out?
Yep, it is currently balanced. Now, can you destroy this nerve? The answer is yeah,
Alright.
probably.
Oh yeah, let me double check the advantages because that was gone for a while.
I mean, you still got plenty of fate points. You can
Looks
pretty
like we
much.
don't have any advantages we can really use.
Oh, I also need to remove. Not here.
Can I use infinite loop so that I toss the necklace like?
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yeah, I toss it off the side of the railing and it just goes down and falls into. It falls and it hits like him. It hits Steven and then the booby trap goes off.
Well, technically speaking, like the booby trap is just that it opens, and so that made it easier for him to dodge. Except, okay, so if you want to use the infinite loop, you still manage to touch it, but then it falls, and actually, it still falls on top of his head, even though it's a necklace with a whole lot of diamonds, so it's actually pretty heavy, so it just knocks him out. So you've taken care of him as a threat. However, now you have this necklace just falling down an endless corridor. And I mean, one of you wants to claim the treasure, right?
Oh, somebody better grab that before it starts going too fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I'm just gonna catch it in my purse.
I mean, what's Greg think?
You want Greg to go first? Okay.
Greg, Greg isn't really interested in that kind of thing.
Oh. Hmm. In that case,
It's
It's a
this
locket,
is an
and inside
opportunity
is a
for you to.
picture of a hot anime babe.
it is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
specifically a diamond necklace, though.
yeah. No, so if it's not 2D, it's nothing. In fact, actually, I'll compel myself not to take it. Doing that, I got distracted thinking about my waifu.
Your waifu's trash.
Don't
My
dare.
waifu doesn't like diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Pure girl. She doesn't need something that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Not like those 3D women.
'Please stop.
3D women are great. Excuse me.
You're gonna make Monarch cry.
He only has a month to live, remember?
So,
You
let me.
only have a month to live.
Yeah, Lamina's gonna snatch up the necklace in her purse bag thing. I'm gonna guess it's a clever roll. Doesn't look it's creating an advantage of any sort. It looks like it's just an attack. So this is just a
It's
flat.
overcoming.
It's an
It's
overcome.
at this point.
I don't. It's not. I mean, I don't have a clever overcome thing. I don't want to really force it. I'm not invoking my authority. So unlamina of me. But yeah, we're just gonna try flat clever to snatch it up. Just trying to do it smart.
I'm gonna say that does it. So
Yeah.
it's not going too fast yet. You just pull out your purse, nab it, and we have two other characters who are just not invested in actually getting treasure. So unless somebody wants to make a last second heel turn, that's probably yours tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, we accidentally completely subverted your game, honey.
All right, so Lumina,
Lamina.
as long as you have that in your inventory, you have a +1 flashy.
Nice. Oh, I love that. Good. That's my buff stat. It's supposed to do everything flashy.
So yes, this is a incredibly fancy necklace. Like this thing actually has thousands of diamonds. A lot of them are actually pretty big as well.
Nice.
It
I love it.
is possibly the fanciest thing you've ever seen.
It doesn't look like
Beats all
it
those.
doesn't look like an eclipse or anything, does it? It's not like an amulet that looks like an eclipse.
Nope, it's
Okay,
just
good.
a shiny necklace.
I mean, I'm gonna need one of those later to use the sky elevator to go to the Blue Star to hang out with my friends. But until then, yeah, I'll just use this for right now.
All right.
No, Lamina has friends. You guys, slacking.
So yeah, and since Lumina got the treasure, so when she walks out, even though you don't have that boost anymore, the crowd cheers for a bit as you pass by until they realize, wait, I kind of wanted that.
Just do a little bow, a flourish, to blow some kisses to the audience, strike a pose, give the V for victory sign. Says, remember, you can sign up to join the Magic Guild of Vane anytime. Just for small entry fee of 50 silver, you too can learn to compel the powers of the arcane mites just the way as I can. And she'll make a cool explosion and put on the sunglasses and walk away.
Hey, wait. What was the treasure? Is there any more in? And a bunch of people just like rush in to try to check, but no.
They slide all over the ice because she still hasn't removed it.
There is not but strange and now icy geometry. All right, and so everybody just wakes up for the night. Wherever Lumina is, she doesn't have a necklace in real life or anything, but you woke up pleasantly. Yeah, you feel like you had a really good dream.
That was mega cool because Lamina is still Lamina when she wakes up. No secret identity. She just dreams to be Lamina on adventures.
All right, and that's it for the session.
I want to go
Unless
chill.
anybody else has any other closing thoughts.
I'm gonna go
I'm
tell
gonna
my
reveal
mom.
that,
Go ahead.
I'm going to reveal that Monarch is a butterfly in the butterfly exhibit at the Louisville Zoo, but that's just for me. I don't think anyone else is going to care.
Yeah,
Louisville.
we're just getting an ending shot of just a museum with a whole lot of butterflies in it. The
And
audience
one of
gets
the
it.
butterflies is landing on a child and scaring the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to my little brother. There's a picture on our fridge right now of him like staring at a butterfly and screaming because it's on his shoulder.
Yeah. I like to believe that. Sorry,
How
head.
old were they?
He was like a child, like really young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like to.
He was not 21 like he is now.
Mm-hmm. I like to believe that when Greg wakes up, he just gets up and goes over and starts painting his minis, his Warhammer 40k minis.
Yeah. no, his battleship
Yeah.
models.
Yeah.
All right. And so, I guess before we go, I can say, man, this group was just really good at owning Dorian. Because let me tell you, I only used one of his stunts. His other two are when I attack by using a trick door, I can force a player into using a specific aspect, which he was running away almost constantly, so he didn't get to evoke that. But here's the really good one: because my power manifests as metal like doors, attacking me physically allows me to cause harm if the opponent's attack roll is too low. So basically, if you got too low on a physical attack roll, then it would have caused you stress instead. Except, none of you attack physically.
No, Lumina's a magician. She doesn't attack physically.
One of you attacks with philosophy. I could never have prepared for that.
I would
Also-
have heard more, except the concept only struck me like an hour before we started playing.
Also, his low aspect is pushover.
Mhm.
Nobody actually checked for aspects, though, so would have been an easy one to evoke.
Mhm. I mean, if
That was
we,
fun.
Greg technically escaped with the tuba or whatever it is that Lumina manifested from magical arcane whatevers.
Lumina is literally the only person who would consider that a treasure.
It came from her, so of course it's a treasure. It's a gift given to him by Lamina Asa, the junior premier of the Magic Guild of Bane.
Yeah. You're right.
She's a big deal. She's like a princess or something. Don't tell Lucia that she said she was a princess. All right, we're good to stop streaming?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to stop streaming. 3, 2, 1, bye!